We right here, y'all.
Something you never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes. We gonna sing right here.
Miss Renee Show.
Yeah, Miss Renee.
Show.
Oh yeah, we gonna do it here.
Miss Renee Show.
Right here in Listen Vision, y'all.
Renee Show.
Oh yeah, Miss Renee.
Miss Renee Show.
I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
And where we at now?
Miss Renee Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am sitting here with one of my besties, Lady Nakia Wright, woohoo, who was ready to sit in for me if I couldn't get through that traffic, y'all.
I was ready.
So look, girl, you always ready. That's why you might, what? Boom, bam, pa-da. Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show, right here in the nation's capital, across from Howard UHU, you know, on a beautiful, beautiful summer day. Listen, we're going to get right started out the gate. First of all, Nevetica, do we have that on the banner, Jacob? Nevetica, your pet's choice. Dr. Lance London, the owner of the Carolina Kitchen, where you get your chicken and much, much more. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes.
Just launched in July, his first phase. We're in phase 2 of training, and on September 6th, y'all, Nevetica will be birthed to the world, to the nation at least. We'll get to the world. Isn't that exciting?
Phenomenal, yes.
Oh my goodness, to see
Absolutely.
this thing come in fruition and the warehouse and everything, the headquarters on Forbes Boulevard,
Yes.
it's looking good, y'all. Wait till you see these innovative and revolutionary products.
Yes.
Oh, my number one girl, Wanda Green, yes, on
Yes,
Team
Wanda.
Takeover. Of course, Dr. Lance London and myself. I have a wonderful team, wonderful people. We call it Nevetica Nation, and just look out because you will hear about it. It's some wonderful things. Also, we're having an all-white Caribbean party to celebrate the kickoff and official national launch
All
of
right.
Nevetica, and that's on September
Come
2nd.
on, Caribbean
girl.
party.
Woo! So you see, it's happening. There we were, the first launch at the Hilton, BWI Hilton. It was fabulous. Fabulous, y'all. Wonderful founders and just people. There we go. I'm so excited about Nevetica. It's just going to be something that's going to take over and really start a lot of legacies for families around the world. So listen,
good.
we have a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to my host partner, Lamont Easter. Let me tell you,
Lamont.
Patricia Watts, my dear friend, there he is. Put us together. We've been in the same circles for years, but we have yet to work together before. We modeled a couple of weeks ago, and then again for Lady Kate's Miss Africa USA, and we'll talk about that because Lady Kate is in the building. Yes! Woo! But thank you, Patricia Watts, for that connection. Networking, like Dr. George Fraser says, networking is the only way. If you're not networking, you're not working.
That's
So,
good.
right? Dr. George C.
good.
Fraser. Woo! Didn't your husband marry someone at the Power Networking Conference?
He sure did.
Oh,
Yes, he did.
Bishop.
Well, my
Bishop.
knees got weak. Yes, talking about my boo.
I love it. That's one thing I love about Lady Nakia, right? I said, if I get married again,
When
I
you
want
get
someone to
married
make my
again.
knees buckle. Someone's going to take over and take charge and protect. And you never know, because I think God has sent an angel, y'all, but I'm not going to talk about it too much.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go through your
I
phone.
need some fanning. Give me some fanning. We'll see, y'all, because I thought I'd be by myself the rest of my life, to be honest with you.
No.
So look, I love you, girl.
Not so.
So we also have, I want to give a shout out to Uche, Old Mac Designs. I'm wearing today, yes.
Oh, you are cute. Come on,
Thank
Uche.
you. Hey.
I like that.
Yes, honey. And she also has Blush by OMAC. I don't have that on tonight, but at the Miss Africa USA pageant, I was wearing that, and it was all that. They loved it. So I wanted to say thank you to her, and of course, Hung, who is fabulous, does videography, and has a beautiful daughter who's won pageantry. I love Hung. Also, shout out to some birthdays.
All right, birthday.
Now, let me see. My girl, Joyce Pearson on Team Takeover. Woo! With Nevetica. She just had a birthday. And, of course,
Happy birthday.
Uche's bestie, Hope Sullivan, which I adore and love. So happy birthday to both of you and
birthday.
everyone Oh, you know who else birthday is? About a week ago, Jean Carnes sang for her birthday. You know, our first guest to the Renee Allen and Friends show.
Wow.
Silver Logan Sharp, the former lead singer of Chic. Freak Out, I Want Your Love. That's my girl. And we were at the Loft for Feel Better Friday, last Friday, for her mother's birthday. It
Oh,
was
wonderful.
phenomenal. So happy
Happy
birthday. I love you, Paula Potts. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, sold out. I warned you. I warned you. I told you a night in Paris with my dear friend Chef Dennis Stanley was going to have. It's like 300 capacity. It's in October and it's sold out. Do we have
Wow.
that? Sold out night in Paris.
We
Oh, my
love
goodness.
sold out.
Yes,
Come on
and I
now.
can't wait to get there because if you've never been to Paris, I have not. You will feel like you're in Paris when you come to this event. It's going to be amazing. Also, Jackie Hicks, she had a birthday.
Yes.
2 weeks or so ago, and my girl Tara and myself we hosted it at the Ivory Smokehouse, and it was all that. Everyone who's who in DC area was there. It was
Yes.
standing room only, and there was a line. Everyone could not get in. Jackie Hicks is loved by all. I'm on that list as well as you,
Amen.
right?
Yes,
Right? She's all that,
absolutely.
right?
She
She keeps
is.
our pictures looking hot.
Thank you,
Because she
Lord.
says everything is your brand.
Yes.
So I love her. Also, Everett Hall Boutique, dear friend to the show, and dear friend of mine, right across on Wisconsin Avenue, across from Neiman's, is Everett Hall Boutique. Black business. Please support black businesses because we need to support them so we can, be in the community and empower, African Americans as well. So we need to support our own.
Amen. Keep our
Amen.
money inside of our
Hallelujah.
community.
Yes. So what else we have? Oh, shout out to World Plate Food out in Las Vegas. Do we have that flyer, Jacob? Yes. World. Yes. I love this. You're going to be hearing a lot about that on the show and beyond. We have Chef Terrence that brings in food here. I'm going to connect him with World Plate Food. And I just want to say shout out. Hey, Dominic, everyone. Yes. I hope they're watching. My son, Chase, how you doing, babe?
Hey,
You want to give a
Chase.
shout out, boo?
Hello, Chase. I miss you, Chase.
Oh, he misses you too. There he goes. There he
Yes, he's
goes
so
at my
handsome.
graduation. Yes.
so
So he loves you. I don't know
do,
what you
guys.
did, but he be talking about Lady Nakia right all the time.
He's a wise man.
Ooh, okay now.
Yes.
So I guess that's about it. I just want to catch everybody up. Oh, and of course, we have Lady Nakia Wright is, of course, the co-host, the Renee Allen and Friends show, and she has her own segment called A Woman's Voice, which you will hear in a few minutes.
Yes.
But she's also here to talk about her book collaboration with our dear friend Pastor Dawn Harvey, and that is what Inspired
Inspired by love. Yes.
Woo! You
I'm
taking my
excited
heart,
about
girl.
it. Wait,
You taking
let's-
my heart.
Ring a bell. It's
You can
celebration
share-
time.
You can share it. So listen, I think I covered everything. If not, we will be right back and with Lady Nakia Wright with A Woman's Voice, and just touch on some wonderful things about women and when she inspires and educates and empowers and pours into the earth in a way where I'm so impressed, loved, and just admire you. And we'll be right back with her segment, and then after that, you will meet Lady Kate.
Yes. Wonderful.
Questions echo in my mind. Won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan, falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. My name is Dr. Nakia Wright. I'm here with a woman's voice, and it is an honor to sit before you and bring some words of wisdom. But just before we do, we have a special guest on the line that Dr. Renee is going to.
Yes, J.V. Jones, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Can all of y'all hear her? All
Can you
right,
hear me?
all right. Yes, listen, we wanted to bring you on to the Renee Allen Friends Show on a Women's Voice to share what's going on this weekend in the DMV and the wonderful treat we have for our viewers today, both with the Women's Voice and Renee Allen and Friends Show. Come on, girl.
Well, I am too excited because guess what? We're going old school this Saturday. Who doesn't want to come to the 2018 Summer Soul Funk Festival featuring Zap, Heatwave, Slade, Cameo, Charlie Singleton, P-Funk Connection.
Come on.
We are one experienced tribute band, a Miss Omega. Look, if anybody that wants to hear some old school, you better be at Regency Furniture Stadium on Saturday, 12 to 10 o'clock at night. We're going to be going all day and all evening. It's going to be so exciting. Vendors, all kinds of food, anything you want is going to be at Regency Furniture Stadium.
Wow.
Brought to you by DC Nightlife.
DC Nightlife. Look, and you give Daryl our love because you and he really do so much for the community, JV.
Yeah, we try to be an intricate part.
Well, indeed you are. And so how many tickets we giving away, sis?
We're giving away 2 tickets tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
And they are general admission.
Yes, ma'am.
And look, whoever you see fit that can win them tickets, do it. We got you.
All right, well, JV, guess what? Today I have a co-host on, Lady Nakia Wright, from The Gathering and Women's Voice. And is it possible that we give 2 for her show as well? Because we have people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
So I don't know if the online viewers heard her, but let's repeat what she says. And if you would like to be qualified to win the 2 tickets, comment below. We'll do a drawing and we'll contact you that you can pick up your tickets.
Yes, and for the Renee Allen Friends Show, you know how I do. Just to Renee Allen or Renee Starlin Allen or the Renee Allen and Friends Show. The first 10 I'll put in a raffle, and then we'll announce the winner.
Wonderful.
Yes, I'll
I
contact
love
you.
it.
Okay.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you, JV.
So,
Anything else?
All you have to do is make sure that you give me their name, and they just come to Will Call, and they will be able to come.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You and Daryl and DC Nightlife. I just wish you the best. Give our best to him. And we love you.
Thank you so much. We love y'all, too. Y'all have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you,
too.
JV. Bye.
See you Saturday.
All right, babe.
All right.
I love living in the DMV. There's always something going on.
Yes, and we have the flyer. I sent that to Jeremy Jacob so they can see it. It's really, really good. There we go. Woo! Oh, yes, and our friend Asia from Magic 102.3 will be the host. Love her and all of the wonderful guests that will be on. Yeah, Heat Wave, they said. You remember Always and Forever?
Always and forever.
Forever.
Yeah. I probably am not singing it on key, but I do remember the song.
Each moment with you.
There she goes.
Yes, come on now. Well, what's going on in a woman's voice?
Oh, a woman's voice. You know, we strive to deposit a word in the earth daily. And we have one of our monthly highlights coming up on this Saturday.
Yes,
we are doing our online book club. We are the #1 online book club. Yes.
Yes.
And myself, along with the Life of Books crew, will be on at 8 o'clock Saturday morning, WLVS online.
Woo-hoo.
We will be discussing our current read, which is Braving the Wilderness by Brene Brown.
Come on.
When I tell you it is a must read, it is phenomenal. I told each of my ladies, they always want to sow a book into someone's life. But this time I told them this is a seed that they have to sow on their own. I wanted people to purchase the book to sow into their lives because there's so many life transformation moments throughout the book. I love Brene Brown's transparency. Saturday is going to be a phenomenal moment. It is at an inconvenient time because anything worth having takes inconvenience.
Come on now.
So
Tell 'em,
it's
girl.
not convenient to get your blessing. Most of the times it comes at a time where it costs you something.
Yes.
So wake up at 7:30, get your coffee, so by 8 o'clock you are nice and fresh and rejuvenized, and you get all this energy that we have in the studio in your home. It's going to be phenomenal. Mark your
Yes.
calendar, set your alarms. Can't wait to see you on Saturday.
Every time Lady Nakia Wright speaks, she pours into the soul, heart, mind, body of women and men and
Amen.
children. And you touched
Amen.
my son, so I know you are blessed.
Yes. I am honored. My husband, who's Bishop Donald Wright, he's the pastor of the Gathering at Forestville. He is my rock. He is my covering. And when he blessed a woman's voice, I knew that it would go places that I couldn't even dream of. And it's done just that. It's a very simple organization. There's nothing to it. All we want to do is remind people that you matter. And you think that it's so small, but oftentimes people go through life and no one say, I see you. And we are here to celebrate the success of every great woman that has breath in her body. So if you are not already, please follow us on social media at AWV Empowers. And we're online, our online website address, and I always get this wrong, so I'm going to take this a little slow. www.awomansvoicematters.net. Sharmi is in the back. She is instructing me, and I think I did it. I got the
She do it, Shami.
Yes.
She do it, Shami. Come on now.
Yeah, so we strive to have a strong online presence. Every one of the ladies that have joined me on the journey, I love them because they are not afraid to be vulnerable. They are truly authentic. And the one thing that I admire about them is I know that they have my back. As long as they are behind me, I don't ever have to look over my shoulder to second guess
Come
whether or
on
not
now.
they are there. God truly blessed this great tribe of authentic, phenomenal women of great wisdom, power, and authority in the earth. And every time you visit our webpage, you will feel that. When you come to our events, you see it. So please follow A Woman's Voice on social medias. Follow us at our blog online. I promise you, it'll bless your life immensely.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I love when she speaks. I love everything about you.
Thank you.
God bless you, Bishop Wright. Glory. I know you are a blessed man. They said, what did they say? When you marry a woman,
What they say?
what they say in the Bible?
Oh, you find a good thing.
You find
Let
a
me tell you
good thing.
something, honey. Good thing. He got
I knew you'd
favor. Glory to God. Yes, he preaching like he a young man. Yes, Lord.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, any last words about A Woman's Voice?
I just want to leave with you all that in the world of social media, I just want to leave balance, the word balance in your life. In the world of social media, while people are building their promises and their legacies and their empires, we put so much time in our online social media audience, but we forget the ones that share the same space with us. So today, I just want to remind the ladies about balance. Remember to impart into the ones that you live with. Remember to put your phone down, because as much as social media, you're feeding social
Come on
media,
now.
you need to feed the ones in your home just as much. Balance is necessary. Don't save the entire social media world and lose your home.
Oh, girl, you preaching today.
Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. So we are going to take a short break. And then we will be back, and you are welcome to stay because I love when you're around me. I love women who support other women genuinely, transparently, from a good place, like-minded women. And that's why I love you so much. It's so hard sometimes to find people that really have your back, as you spoke about.
Absolutely.
And so when I
Without
find that,
ulterior motives
I keep
of their
them close.
own.
I keep them close. And there's another one here because she just walked in. Miss Dawn Harvey, Miss Pastor Dawn Harvey. That's another one of our sisters from another mister.
Yes,
but we'll be
Lord.
right back. Enjoy. Michael Winans, I believe, is next with Progress Report. Don't go anywhere.
Amen.
Chips. Mike Winans. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience. God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, but putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was say, progress report. I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. We just had the wonderful Lady Nakia Wright. I can't say enough about her. And now we have another lady, Lady Kate D. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Very honored indeed. Thank you.
I am so happy to have you here with your busy schedule. She just had the National Miss Africa USA pageant with Lamont Easter, and I was so honored to MC. Please tell us, Lady Kate, about you.
Okay.
Okay, and then what actually motivated you to start this pageant?
Sure. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Lamont Easter and yourself for being such awesome host.
Thank you.
Yeah, you made the event so interesting and entertaining, so we thank you very much. Yes, my name is Lady Kate D. I'm originally from Cameroon, and I'm the founder of Miss Africa USA pageant, which has been going on for like the last 13 years. And I also serve as Commissioner for African Affairs for the state of Maryland. So that's a little bit about me. Yes, thank you.
She's so humble. She's so humble. I met her at the launch of OMAC Designs with Uche, and I was just blown away with your humble self and all that you do. But let's talk about this wonderful pageant you just did. What a huge event. My God.
Indeed.
So how did it start?
Yeah.
How did this whole thing start?
It actually started 13 years ago in Georgia. I was living in Atlanta, and I was inspired by my mother, who has been working with women for the longest time. So that was my inspiration, and I wanted to do something that is empowering for the young ladies. These are very smart girls. We even had a contestant from Harvard University doing her master's degree. So these are very smart young ladies who are growing up here in the United States. Something to keep them grounded in their culture and also empower them as young leaders. Because, we got to pass the baton to the younger generation, right? So, so just empowering and inspiring the young leaders. And that's how I started the pageant. And it's been very encouraging because our girls have done some great things. They've succeeded in life. They have started their own foundations. They've done a lot of community service as well. But it's a very cultural, it's a different kind of pageant. And I'm sure you can attest to that. Yes, a lot of the African culture and the, Wakanda kind of thing. So,
let's do it.
That's right. We got to. Yeah,
and there, of course, is the winner, Miss Liberia.
Indeed,
Yes. What I did love about it, and I've hosted and emceed other pageants, and what I loved about this and what separated it from most is the fact that it included talent.
Yes,
so you had the parade of costumes, and then you had their own originality. I mean, you really kept everything, and you didn't cut anything out, and you were able to really see the personalities of each contestant.
That's
Why do you keep everything in there?
We keep it because the beauty of a woman is not just, how they look on the outside. Our women are very intelligent, they're very talented, so we just give them a platform to really express themselves, and you could see how this came out with every contestant. Everybody's unique. Everybody's beauty is unique. And so we cover every ground. We also make sure that you're able to be a public speaker, because if you get invited somewhere, hopefully on your show, you need to be able to express yourself as well. So we judge on all these different criteria.
Yeah, they did very well. So you actually have training for the public speaking because
Yes,
they all
we do.
did well.
Yeah, we do. Even after crowning the queen also has some more training and coaching, professional coaching, and which I think is very empowering as well.
That is so important. You are doing so wonderful out here.
Thank you.
So what's the one thing that keeps you going? You have family. I met your wonderful
Yes.
daughter. I love your daughter.
Thank you. I saw your
I'm
picture
gonna steal
together.
her from you.
She is. She's amazing. Yes.
Like I have a wonderful son, Chase, but I always wanted a daughter too, so I'm gonna
Right.
take yours.
Yeah. Yeah, she loves you too.
Oh,
Yes,
glory to
yes,
God.
yes.
So what is the one thing that keeps you going? Because this is not a small
It's not.
undertaking. This is huge.
Yeah.
So what keeps you going as a mom, a wife? I met
Yes.
your husband. He adores you.
That's right.
Just so much going on with you, and then you take the time to do something huge like this. What keeps you going?
You know, I get this question all the time, and I just say it's God, and also being focused. Like, I'm a very focused person, and I do multitasking as well. I didn't say I'm also an administrator, healthcare administrator in here in Washington, D.C. I run a very large, provider. We provide healthcare to patients in D.C. So it's a very busy life, but I just say it's God. When I put my mind to something, I keep it going. And family, very supportive. I also have a great team of young leaders behind me. So it's not just me doing this. It's the team that is behind me, and I do appreciate a lot of volunteers as well. So yeah, it takes a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, I was very impressed backstage because you had maybe more than 15 interns.
Oh,
And
yes.
I mean, volunteers, interns,
Yes.
family.
Indeed, yeah. Everybody works. I call them my troopers. Everybody, the interns, these are younger teens, and one was as young as 4 years old. The youngest interns, they all have a part to play. Yeah, which is important.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, how it's just African, right? So
Yes.
Africa represent a country of Africa, right?
It's a continent.
Continent.
Yes.
So how do they get a hold of you to do that?
We actually have our website, which is www.missafricausa.org. So a lot of the applications, people contact us through the website. I know so many people that I've never never met in my life, but we communicate through social media, through emails, and people that want to support from across the United States and even sometimes in Africa. So the website really helps to get us out there.
Right,
But we need more visibility.
Yes,
we
you do. And I'm trying to do my part, man, because I was
thank
very
you.
happy to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And I think we showed a picture of the judges.
Yeah.
Did we, Jacob? I'm not sure. We were talking.
Okay.
Usually I look at the screen. But we had the judges did a fine job.
They did.
There were 3 that I really liked a lot, and Liberia. Miss
Yes.
Liberia was one of the 3.
Right.
They really did a great job.
Yeah,
those are the judges.
Those are the judges.
Yes.
Yep. That's the team right
Awesome
there.
job.
Yeah.
So how do they get a hold of you again? And any last words?
It's our website, www.missafricausa.org. Our contact information is there. We just need support, and we also want to let people know, your followers, your viewers, to let them know next year, August, this time next year, we'll be back in Montgomery County with the next pageant.
Awesome.
So, yes.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Lady
thank
Kiki.
you. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you coming. We're going to bring back the winner with you next time, right?
Yes,
Sean?
definitely.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
so much. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you and
Thank
all of
you.
the contestants and your team, and of course the winner, Miss Liberia.
Thank
We'll
you.
be right back with Lady Nakia Wright, Pastor Dawn Harvey, and a few of the authors of Inspired by Love. Please stick with us.
Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. But the wind is right, we can sail away. Find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never, Never Land. No reason to pretend that if the wind is right, we can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing. Yeah. All caught up in the reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Come on and play. All right now. Hey, yeah. I want you to rock me in the midnight hour. Hold me in the midnight hour. Love me in the midnight hour. Hold me, sailing. Come on, sailing. Oh yeah, sailing. Oh yeah, come on now.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show here on WLVS. I am. Oh, there we go, Jacob. Welcome back. Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends show. We are here with, well, first of all, friend to the show, Pastor Dawn M. Harvey.
Yes, Pastor Harvey.
And Lady Nakia Wright and I are going to kind of host this, right?
Yes.
But we want to start off with what inspired you, Pastor M. Harvey, to write this book?
Well, I think that we always, when we've gone through something and we have a heart to help other people, our initial response after recovery or after we obtain knowledge or after restoration is to help somebody else go through, overcome, and be more successful in what we went through better than we did in a shorter period of time. So I really found that throughout the years, there's always been something that inspired me to do something. And sometimes it's you, sometimes it's something that you've seen, sometimes it's something that you heard, sometimes it's a class you took, sometimes it's somewhere that you've been. And inspiration is what causes a person into action. Inspiration is what causes a person to move into action. Most people, you are inspired to go to college. You are inspired to love. You are inspired to give someone another chance. You are it's something that motivates you and moves you. And so I think people initially thought that it was about relationships, and we do have some relationship components in the book, but it is really for someone to be inspired by the love of God to transform or change any area of their life, financially, physically, mentally, relationship-wise, emotionally, their family, their spiritual walk with God, that something in the book would inspire you to do what you need to do to take action to change that area in your life. And so I found these women who have been a part of my life. They've been a part of my processes. They've been a part of my conversations. And I knew that what they had to share was valuable. And collectively, I knew we could do a lot more work. See, a lot of people say women cannot work together. That is absolutely untrue. Immature women can't work together.
Ring a bell, ring a bell, ring a bell.
Women support each other, and so you'll find we're even having an event together. You know, we're inviting all of our, people that we know and people that have participated with us in the past to come to this event, because we want to make sure that we're touching the whole person.
Yes.
You know, so I can do one work. Lady Nakia Wright can do another work. Angela Thornton, Elder Thornton can do another work. Elder Diane can do another work. And so collectively, we won't miss anything. I don't want to miss anything in this season.
That's good.
I don't want someone to walk away feeling like I still didn't get my combination to change, because events give you information and they get you excited, but we want transformation, manifestation, elevation. And so this is, and I am a witness. I am a living testimony that God does not discriminate when it comes to giving you the ability to transform your life. He is very free and loving in giving you the tools necessary for you to change. The thing is, will you do the work?
That's good.
And so that's why this is so important, that I really just want you to be inspired to change. And one of the amazing things is we have a collaboration with Gina Neely from Food Network. She had the number one show on the Food Network for 8 years. She just did To Rome for Love on Bravo. She was just featured in People Magazine, had more hits than any other online person on People Magazine.
Come on now.
She is actually going to be a speaker at our event. So you gotta register today and get there. And that just happened. And I believe it happened because if you really knew, how is it that you can live publicly? Have to go through a process publicly, but then have to bounce back publicly.
Come on.
What better person to tell you that than somebody that has had that kind of exposure doing it? And so we want authentic situations to help you transform.
Well, you are. Well, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is good.
I want to know. Okay, first of all, can you please share when you first started writing this book? This doesn't just pop up.
No.
Okay, can you talk about that?
Okay.
Because timing is everything.
So in 2006, when the Lord called me to go into ministry full time, I was doing really well in a company, and as a result of that, it looked kind of crazy for me to leave this company. But I started out on this journey, was moving very, very quickly as far as ministry and everything was concerned. But I realized, and I felt like God was saying, that you have to develop some kind of roadmap for other people to do, so that it doesn't take them as long to do it. Your lessons are really for somebody else's transformation.
Come
a lot of
on.
the things that we're
Your
going through,
lessons
a lot of the defeat that we, a lot of the defeat that you experience is so that you develop the tools and the stamina in an effort to help somebody else overcome those same challenges. And so what you go through is not for you. The great thing is that God is going to give you a reward for what you had to go through to get to what you're getting to. And so what happened for me is I started, pulling these things together, having these incredible relationships with these women, and it's like God was saying, go back to that moment. It's been 10 years, because this was 2016 when the Lord said, do this project. So 10 years later, he's like, the people that you've loved, the people that have supported you, the tools you've learned, bring them together. And so you're talking about a decade of what we've gone through. The stories you're going to hear, Lady Nakia's Wright stories, I was sitting there going, what in the world? Because a lot of people don't understand that even though things are good, there's a process that God takes you to get from good to great.
That's it.
And so it's just a great book, and it's so much a wealth of knowledge in it, and so I'm excited
I'm excited too because you have asked me to be your MC.
The people's
and,
MC.
and I appreciate that because I don't take that lightly or take it for granted because there's many people you could have asked. So thank you for asking me. I am truly honored. And I'd like to have each of the, if you could introduce them and have everyone maybe talk a few minutes about why they're a part of this extraordinary book.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll start out with Elder Diane Smith. Her chapter is called I Am Enough. And it is so phenomenal. Very briefly, Dee, let's share with the audience about what you'll be sharing on Saturday, September the 8th, as we do our book launch for Inspired by Love. Dee, what will you be sharing on the 8th?
Well, on the 8th, I will be speaking to the voice of the singles. The imagery and the messaging that we are hearing and seeing right now just represents a small segment of the single experience. And we are living in the midst of singleness, not in spite of our singleness. So I will be speaking from where the seat of happiness lies. Until you take ownership and recognize you are the driving force in your happiness, you will be a puppet chasing after a false illusion. So I will be speaking to that reality. There is a large segment of women that are not being heard. Their experience is not being shared. So I want to let them know we are alive and well, and you are enough just where you are.
Yeah. Come on. Do you see what
This is just a teaser of what will happen on September the 8th. If this doesn't excite you, I don't know what will.
Okay, and you got to remember that we are having the launch is a VIP luncheon.
Yes.
Where you'll be able to come in and sit down with individuals. Your book is included in your registration.
Does anybody ever do that? This is fabulous.
Yeah, we're doing everything we can to make this, because if you don't want to invest in it, you really can't reap the fruit from it. So we definitely want to make sure that you invest in it, but we also want to make sure that you get something for what you invest. So you're going to get the VIP lunch, you're going to get the book, and your admittance into the event, the red carpet affair, the photo. So it's just going to be a phenomenal day, and so you have to get registered.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Well, you're a huge giver, so I'm not surprised.
This is what you do. This is a lifestyle. Elder Angela Thornton, please share with us what your chapter is about and how it's going to affect the hearts of every reader.
My chapter is on praying for your spouse. I'm 3 weeks away from 21 years of marriage.
All right now.
And while we've always said the man is the head of the house, and that's fine, but his wife is the neck, and you've never seen a head turn without the neck. Until you start praying for him, everything about him, anything you want changed, you can pray that into existence. When I wanted to start changing my husband, I started praying for the things that I wanted God to change him. So I started praying for his career. I prayed for his mind. I prayed for his eyes. I prayed for his loins. I prayed for everything concerning him. And so consistent prayer, I've seen changes in our marriage. Early in our marriage, I fussed about it. About 10 years in, I started praying about it.
Did you hear that? I went from fussing to
I went from fussing about it to praying about it. You know, from complaining to praying. And I promise you, I've seen God move in our marriage in ways that neither of us could ever have imagined. And so since we said divorce is not an option, well, then something got to change. And who better than to pray to the only one who can change?
Come on.
Yeah, because I believe, if that's your husband, then God created you to be his helpmeet.
Yeah.
And so since you were created to be that, then you need to be that and change that. And you know him in ways no one else does.
Amen.
My God, there's got a few amens on that one. My God.
And that's what I'm telling you. We're not even going to, you're going to have to pay and come get the ticket to get the rest. But it covers everything. It covers the single person. It covers the married person. Because here's the thing. Relationships do not mean anything if you're not healthy. If you're not healthy, if you haven't really discovered, I am inspired by the love that God has for me, but that has developed an inspiration and a love that I have for myself. And out of that, I can love people out of the fullness of my heart. I don't have to love them out of a deficit. Because when both of you are doing that, then even in relationships, friendships, there's grace that I've learned to give in relationships that is out of the fullness of my heart. It's hard to offend me. I understand. I see what's happening. But it's very hard to offend me. Now, I might shift what I'm doing to meet the situation, but it's hard to offend me because my heart almost feels compassion when I see what you're doing. I'm almost like, oh man, I don't want them to be like that, because that was because I learned how to love myself, and I'm telling you, for years I didn't even realize I didn't. But if you look at your track record in the relationships you had with people, your family members, who you felt obligated to, your relationships with your significant others or men, if you look at those relationships and the things that you allowed, or even some of the things you may have done, love was not a component. It was an additive, but it wasn't the main component because it was utilized when necessary. Love remains. It remains when you're angry, when you're sad. It's there all the time.
That's good.
Love covers a multitude of sins. And so I just want people to understand that inspiration is going to be what jumpstarts you, but love is what's going to carry you.
Oh, come on now. Pastor, now, I got to bring up this book. There's a book. We know it, Nakia. The book about marriage.
Oh, Marriage Unbreakable.
Now, I read that.
Divorce.
Say it again.
Marriage Unbreakable, The War Against Divorce.
Now, let me tell you why I'm so excited about her. I'm excited about her. I'm excited about these women because without going into my past, that helped me.
Amen.
Being married most of my life and not really knowing how to be a wife.
Wow.
That's
good.
So to be around friends like you and just, your church and the wonderful people involved. And Lord, we're going to be besties now because I love how you think.
Yes.
Because we are the helpmate.
We are.
And we are the neck. And men want to please us, but we have to be obedient.
This is good.
Right? What's up, women? Don't be acting like you don't know what that means. Come on now, you got to meet them halfway, right?
Meet them halfway.
Good. So tell us how you meet your mate halfway.
Lordy. Well, what I would like, let me just back up to why I wrote Marriage Unbreakable, The War Against Divorce. So I wrote the book because after I wasn't saved when I got divorced. I was 23. My husband wasn't saved, ex-husband wasn't saved, and I got saved and he did not get saved. And so a lot of things happened. Years later, when God began to reconcile the emotions of that relationship for me, he didn't just show me what he did wrong. He showed me what I did wrong.
And that's what most people don't want to face. They don't want to take accountability in the things that they did wrong.
Come on, Lady Nakia.
And so I wrote the book hoping, okay, the enemy got my marriage, but if I can write down the mistakes I made and the tools I've learned to communicate and along the way, even for singles, the book is good because it shows you how to sort. Like you can like somebody and they be your type, but they not your dude.
That's good.
Like you there's a type and then there's a guy, and so that's why I wrote the book, is so that I would be able to, even though the enemy got my marriage, that he wouldn't get someone else's, and that singles would pick the right mate from the beginning. And so I think that's, if you don't know who you are, you can't meet anybody anywhere. So you got to really know who you are.
That book helped me a lot. It helped me a lot to just be still. And I think God's trying to do something in my life now. So, but from that book, and then Willie Jolly's book, Love, Marriage, and I forgot the whole title, but the two of those books together, which I read, really helped me, along with The Gathering and listening to you and Bishop.
Amen.
Because you have to love your spouse.
That's it.
So, any last words for everyone? Let's start with the elder. Any last words you'd like to tell WLVS listeners and the women who are excited about this book?
Well, I am looking forward to meeting every one of you on September the 8th. There is a dynamic, electric group of women excited to share our truths that have cost us greatly, but we would have it no other way. So join us. It's going to be a power-packed day. You're going to walk away transformed and walk into realization as a result of showing up.
Yes, ma'am. When I tell you, when people have the courage to tell their truth, not only the good but the bad, and they put it on the paper, and that becomes a blueprint of success, follow the blueprint. You don't have to go through what everyone else went through. Wisdom is much better than experience, trust me. Saturday, September the 8th. You can follow Dr. Dawn M. Harvey on her social media pages, and that will show you how to register for the event. It's going to be a day that is going to be a tithe of the greatness that you're sowing into yourself.
Yes.
Lady Nakia, right? Yes.
Yes, now.
Amen.
We want you to come out. While all of us have been through something and we have scars, but our scars are evident that we survived. And so when we see a scar, it says we have survived. And so if you come on the 8th, we can help you not just transform, but know that I survived, so it's not over. So come on with us. Be transformed.
And look, I'm going to allow Dr. Pastor Dawn M. Harvey to end the show. And I just want to thank each of you for being on. Lady Nakira, thank you for being my friend, my partner, my co-host, and bringing so many wonderful people into my life. And Elder, thank you for the love I receive every time I step into the gathering. I feel your spirit. I love that you brought that shirt for me for the event. You have a heart of gold.
Yes.
And I just met you, but I love you. I love it. Congratulations on your marriage, because it's not easy. You went from complaining to what? Praying.
Okay.
So that's what we all need to know. Maybe we have more marriages last. And you know marriage is a great thing and a great institution, right? And this one here, from prepaid to these days. With Darnell and Tracy Self and all the wonderful people.
To this day, he's still my mentor. Darnell Self is still my mentor.
Yes.
But
I just want to thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank
everything
you
that
so
you
much
do.
for having me on and just being so consistent in our lives. As giving us a vehicle to be able to share what we're doing. And then all the ladies in the book, I'm just so blessed that they were partner with me. And then Lady Nakia Wright has really kind of become the co-host by default. She just, of the event, just
Won't
such
she
a
do it?
blessing.
Won't she do
She
it?
just jumped right in and start. And you know, it's not just activity. She sews, like her and Elder Diane. You can see that. It's just amazing when people do what they do out of their heart. And then I've known Angela Thornton a very long time, and so we've been able to laugh and enjoy life together. But I would just say this to you, that all events have something to add. We go to different events to gather certain information. But if you've been looking for the thing to get your combination lock to click, if you're saying I got this piece and I got that piece, well, maybe the piece that's missing is something that's going on with you. A lot of times we deflect and we can evaluate everybody else around us, but self-discovery is the best discovery. And once we do that, and then we strategize on what we know about ourselves, then everything else will fall in place. If you're looking at everything else, then God is working on you. If you work on you, then God can start working on the things around you. And maybe that's why things aren't getting fixed, is because you're focusing on that and not on what you and what God wants you to do. So please come out September 8th, 1 to 5 at the Treetops Atrium. You're going to have a phenomenal group of people there. Nakia Marie is going to be our guest psalmist that day, so that's going to be phenomenal.
Girl.
It's just going to be an incredible day. Get there on time. We got 4 jam-packed hours. I mean, nonstop. And the food's going to be great. Not just the food that you're going to consume, but the food that's going to touch your soul. We love you so much.
Hallelujah. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless all of you for tuning in. And we will see the life and love and story of Karen Marie Austin next week on Renee Allen and Friends. God bless. Amen. Bye, son.
Miss Renee Show.